So before you even think it, I'm just going to say it. I know there are a ton of videos out there already about YouTube gear, and I actually made one myself a while back. But looking back, it could have been better. Don't watch it, I'm not recommending it. But anyways, I've been wanting to make a new improved version, but I wasn't completely sure if I should. Then someone left a comment asking me to do one, so I was basically given the green light. Gear that I use: bag, laptop, cases. This is my work bag. I used to take it with me to my full-time job, but now I use it for YouTube. I've had it for years. The zipper broke at some point, but it's still sturdy and in great shape. It's really easy to carry, and honestly, I find it more convenient than a backpack. I keep all my essentials in here for when I want to work somewhere that's not home. This is the bag I drag around when I work on things like scripting, outlining, planning, editing, stuff like that. Not for filming though, that's a whole different setup. So inside, I keep my Mac in this furry case that I really like. The only downside is that with the case on, the laptop doesn't fit into the laptop sleeve. And the sleeve is actually really nice, super soft on the inside, but I found a better use for it. I keep my hard drives in here now. Affiliate links. Also, I will make sure to share the items down below in the description. This is my first time setting up affiliate links. The goal isn't really to make money from it, at least not currently. It's more so you can find the stuff in case you want to check it out. And since I'm already taking the time to go back and find everything I bought on Amazon, I figured I might as well take that small extra step to use an affiliate link. Plus, I'm curious to see how it all works and how much you can really make there. And on top of that, I'd like to come back and make a video on what I find. Hard drives, SD cards, adapter, headphones. Okay, hard drives. I have 3 hard drives and each one holds 2 terabytes. If you don't know, because I definitely didn't before I started all this, hard drives are used to store your files since laptops don't usually have that much space, and video files take up a lot of room. There's nothing more annoying than getting those not enough storage messages when you're trying to get something done. In this laptop sleeve, I also keep a small adapter. I plug it into my computer, then insert my camera's SD card so I can review all the footage when I'm editing. I keep all my SD cards in this small case. I have 2 SD cards for my regular camera, so when I take one out to review footage, I can pop the other one in right away. And I have 2 more for my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. The reason I have 2 for each is because honestly, it's such a pain when you pull out the card to check the footage and then realize you need to grab another quick shot, only to pick up the camera, hit record, and see no disc. I've learned my lesson. I've made it all the way to a trail to film only to realize I forgot to put the SD card back in. So I just made it a habit. Whenever I take one out, I immediately put the other one in. I also keep an extra pair of headphones in this bag and they permanently stay here. That's why they're just these cheap wired ones, because there is nothing worse than getting to a coffee shop and realizing you forgot your headphones. I'm obviously not about to edit my video out loud for everyone to hear, so I just keep these in here at all times. They don't need to be charged, so there's no reason for them to leave this bag unless I'm using them. And these are my main essentials because honestly, I do spend way more time planning and editing than I do actually filming. Cameras. Now, for filming, I actually have 2 cameras, the ZV-E10 and the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. But the more I film, I find myself reaching for the Osmo Pocket more and more and using the ZV-E10 less and less. Mostly because the Osmo makes filming out in the world way less of a hassle and it helps me keep a lower profile when filming, which I really appreciate. Little by little, I've been trying to make the whole filming process easier and quicker for myself, especially out in public, because honestly, I hate how embarrassed I get when someone catches me filming. I know I shouldn't care and I'm working on that, but for now, the DJI Osmo makes it a lot easier to stay low-key. This camera comes with a tripod that feels really long to me, and you have to fold and unfold the legs every time, which makes it harder to be quick and stay unnoticed. So I bought this stand base instead. It's really small and you just insert the camera so it doesn't make the camera any bigger or longer. I can easily set it down somewhere without having to do too much, which makes everything easier. And when I film outside my home, I carry the camera in a tote bag so I can quickly pull it out whenever I need to use it and throw it back in whenever I'm done. Microphones. The DJI Osmo comes with a wireless microphone that's awesome and does a great job. But of course, I had to buy this smaller one. Again, because I get so embarrassed when I'm out filming in the world. I love this little mic. It has a magnet so I can just attach it to my shirt. The other one does too. But the mic is heavier and sometimes makes my shirt fold over. The best part about the small microphone is that it comes with a transmitter that you can attach to a regular camera. So I can basically use this wireless mic with both cameras. Going back to the microphone that comes with the DJI Osmo, one great thing about it is that you can use it for audio only recordings. Just press record, talk, then plug it into your device when you're done, and that's it. It makes doing voiceovers super easy. Tripods. So tripods, I've bought a total of 3 tripods, and here are my findings. The first one was sturdy and worked well, but it wasn't tall enough. I always had to find counters or tables to put it on. Then I got a taller one, but it was super wide, which made it hard to move around. And finally, I got this one. It's been the best so far, and I haven't felt the need to replace it. It's tall, the legs aren't too wide, so I can place it almost anywhere without much trouble. Plus, it's easy to adjust to move it up and down, so finding the right height is super simple. Lighting. Unlike my camera and tripod where I found items I actually like using, lighting has been a whole different story. I still haven't found the right one. So far, I've bought 3 different lights. First, I got this small rechargeable light. Then I heard I needed lights on both my left and my right sides, so I bought another. This time a bigger one that would give off more light. But since the wireless versions were too expensive, I went with one that had a cord. But even then, the lighting still felt off, like it was too dark. At that point, I just said, screw it, I'll go for a more expensive one. So I bought this bigger light. But even with this light, I still don't quite get the lighting I want. Maybe it could just be me doing it wrong. It's happened before. Plus, I have a small apartment and I only film about once a week, so I don't want to leave it up all the time, which is why I usually just put it away when I'm done. But honestly, it's kind of a pain to set it up and take it down every time I decide I want to film. And sometimes I just find myself not even using it because it is such a hassle. But lately, I actually haven't been using any lights. I've been trying to rely more on natural light by filming next to a window, but that doesn't always work out so well either. Perhaps I'll start filming more outside because when I'm completely outside like I am here, the lighting feels just right. That said, I'm also thinking about trying one of those ring lights next. Do any of you have one? Do you like it or nah? So yeah, gear can get expensive, but so can subscriptions. I've been keeping track of how much I'm spending, and in 2023 and 2024, I spent around $1,000 just on subscriptions. As you can see, I spent a lot on Motion Array. Motion Array is a one-stop platform where I get video templates, music, transitions, and other editing assets. But over time, I realized that a lot of the things I was using from Motion Array, I could actually find on Canva. And unfortunately, it took me a while to figure this out. And since Canva is more affordable and I also use it for thumbnails, I decided to stick with Canva and stop using Motion Array. Then there's Animaker. Animaker is best described as a drag and drop animation and video creation platform. It's actually pretty expensive, $300 annually. And when I think about how little I use it, I kind of feel like it's not worth it. But you guys always mention the character in the comment and ask where I get it from, so maybe I'll keep it for now. I have until October to decide. Okay, that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye.